ever do to your brothers and sisters because you love your brothers and sisters? Yeah, yes. Okay, so I was just telling our the fourth grade, is that right here? Is that fourth grade here? Sixth grade, I was just kidding. I was just telling our sixth grade, we just had the third, fourth, and maybe second graders, and I asked some pretty easy questions. And as I'm going to sit back in the back this time, and I'm going to come up with much more difficult questions. Questions that there's no way you're going to be able to answer.
Okay, yeah.
No helpers cannot answer. But some of them are going to be hard enough where helpers might not even know the answer. So at the end of this, we're going to discuss it. I'm going to ask some questions, and at the very end, I might give a 2-cookie question to someone who can tell me the entire skit. The whole thing.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. Maybe even 3 cookies if you're willing to do it. So, be listening, because if I ask you to do the whole skit, you've got to come up here and say, hey, here's what happened. We're going to see if anybody can do that. The main. Maybe like vanilla. Maybe like 2 cookies and vanilla in the middle, kind of like an Oreo, like a golden Oreo maybe. Well, you don't have to answer the questions if you don't want. Okay, so I'm going to go see if your actors are ready, and I think that they are. So they're going to come out in a second. So listen up.
Oh, Farmer Al, that was amazing.
I hate to say I'm right, but I told ya.
I can totally understand why you flew your masseuse in from New York. That was worth it.
Well, you know, being from New York City and all, I do appreciate the finer things in life. Plus, it's made me feel like I can take this farming business head on. With my masseuse Fabino in a mud mask, I think I could do anything.
You forgot a very important person.
Who?
God.
Oh.
And with God.
Oh, yeah, God.
Yeah, God, trusting in God, believing about promises, everything we just talked about.
You're shouting
Oh,
again.
I'm sorry. There goes my outside voice. Got to use my inside voice. Sorry about that.
You're right. We should trust God. And I will try to trust God, as long as we can keep getting a great mud mask.
It looks nice.
Do you like yours? The soothing botanicals and all of that fancy stuff. Blah, blah, big word. It makes it good.
Oh.
Yours kind of smells funny, though.
I think it kind of smells funny, too.
Does that look like a piece of corn in her face?
It smells really strong. The massage was nice, but I don't know about this.
Can you come smell her face? Do you think it stinks? Yo, I think it stinks.
Can you smell me?
Let me think. Oh, no. You know what that is?
No.
It's cow poo!
Oh, my goodness, it's cow poop on my face!
Oh, get it out!
Oh, gosh! You know what? That massage...
I knew that Fabio didn't know what he was doing!
He didn't know what he was doing. He was all in my space, so I put it on myself. Oh, heavens. Well, you know what?
This would never happen in New York.
Well, the massage was great and all. Oh, my goodness, it's peeling off. And thanks for setting that up, but things aren't going to be roses and sunshine all the time, just like farming. Farming's hard work, and it's going to take a lot of hard work to get through it, and things will get tougher. Remember the story we've been talking about with Joseph? Joseph?
I have cow poop on my face. I don't remember anything.
It's about Joseph, and things got really, really tough for him. Come on, let's go get this off, and I'll tell you about it.
Never again. I should have stayed in the city. Cow.
Okay, 61, 62, 63. Oh, hey. Oh, sand beetle. I lost count. And the jailer gave me all these jewels to count because they had to go on Pharaoh's toothbrush, and now I got to start all over again.
I don't know why you bother. We will never be done. Pharaoh's only the biggest of everything.
Yeah.
Including toothbrushes.
Yeah, tell me.
Palace, biggest army, fanciest llama racing track.
What?
You should see his collection of Madame Alexander dolls.
That's That's kind of funny. Oh, man. But how do you know so much about Pharaoh?
That's a long story. It all started many years ago. Growing up, I lived with my parents and brothers in a land far away called Canaan.
Yeah, I think I saw that on a travel map one time. Never mind.
Life was pretty great. When I was younger, Father gave me a beautiful coat made of different colors of wool.
Cool.
It was gorgeous, but it made my brothers pretty jealous. One day I went to find my brothers who were working in the field. Out of nowhere, they ripped off my coat.
Seriously?
Yeah, and they threw me in the old dried up well. I really didn't think my situation could get any worse.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad.
Until they met some travelers who were living in Canaan, were traveling through Canaan. They decided to sell me, their own brother, to the travelers.
Man, that stinks.
20 shekels of silver later, and I was traveling off to Egypt.
Wow, talking about a vacation.
Who knew the going rate for our hated brothers was 20 shekels of silver? I thought at least I'd be worth 50.
Yeah, I can't believe your brother sold you as a slave and didn't even get a top dollar for it. I bet Jerry Springer would love to have you on his show.
What?
And never mind. Go on. Just what's the rest of the story?
Well, it was pretty awful at first, but God was with me the whole time. Still is.
Yeah?
Even though I got sold to a man who worked for Pharaoh named Potiphar.
Oh, yeah.
I ended up as a slave in his house, and he treated me really well.
Oh, so now I understand why you know so much about Pharaoh.
Yeah, God really blessed me and allowed me to find favor in Potiphar's eyes. Eventually, he put me in charge of his whole household.
Wow.
And to be honest, most of the time I felt like a guest rather than a slave.
Huh. Man, that sounds like you had it made. But if that was the case, how'd you wind up in prison?
Some women really don't take rejection very well.
A woman what?
Well, it wasn't just in Potiphar's eyes I found favor. His friendly wife let me know just how favorable she found me.
Oh,
There I
you.
was, doing my job and looking after Potiphar's house.
Yeah.
When she comes in the room and starts telling me how handsome she thinks I am. I mean, a man's got to appreciate the compliment.
Oh, you got that right.
Too far. And she started trying to kiss me.
Oh, man. Don't even do that. No. Man, she sounds like she was just really bold. That's a gutsy move she made there. So, how'd you handle it?
I told her that I worked for her husband and that he trusted me. I was responsible for his entire household. How could I betray his trust?
Well, what'd she say to that?
Nothing. She backed off then. But one afternoon, she ambushed me with a surprise attack and grabbed my cloak.
Oh, no.
I jumped out of
no.
it and ran away as fast as I could.
Oh, did you escape?
Yeah, but I left my cloak behind. And she was so offended that I didn't want to kiss her. That she started yelling and screaming that I was the one trying to kiss her.
Oh, man, was that an evil woman. What happened when Potiphar got home? I bet he listened to her side of the story, not yours, and I guess that's why you're here, huh?
Yeah, I guess I'm lucky, though. He didn't take me out to the courtyard and kill me on the spot.
Yeah, he could have done that.
And now I'm in prison and have come full circle since the well in Canaan.
Yeah, man, that's so awful. I mean, I bet you feel like nobody's with you or anything.
Maybe I should, but I don't. Because even though things seem pretty hopeless, I still know that God has not left me. Not even for a minute. He continues to show me how he's with me, especially with the jailer.
What? What about the jailer?
The jailer put me in charge of the prisoners, not because of anything I've done, but I believe it's because God is still watching out for me and still has a plan for my life.
Huh.
I don't know what the rest of my plans are, or if he plans to get me out of here, or even if he does.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but, it sounds like God's really watching out for you, so I think that's what we should do is just be strong and trust God that he's going to help us.
Put your lines down. work on that.
I'm sorry. My mom says I don't have an inside voice. I need to work on my inside voice. This is my
Obviously.
outside voice. I need to work on my inside voice.
A little quieter, please.
Sorry, my mom says it's a gift.
Uh-huh. Well, your mom has to love you.
Well, you seem to be getting the hang of farming. I love your duds, but what's with this?
Well, I have to keep a little New York City on the farm now, don't I?
Well, you're looking like a real farmer, except for the necklace. It's just a little, it's a little much.
Well, these boots are uncomfortable. I still have problems. The goats are still trying to eat my pearls. My allergies are still acting up. And there's a bigger problem.
What's the bigger problem?
Well, I found this. Do you know what this is? It's a
Looks like
golf ball. The problem is where I found this golf ball.
Where'd you
I
find
found this golf ball in my cow's nose.
In his nose?
In his nose.
I know what the problem is.
He didn't need a golf ball in his nose.
No, he didn't, but Farmer Ball lives right around the bend. He's at the chuck wagon farm up the hill. He likes to hit golf balls in his spare time. He even set up a mini driving range in his backyard.
Wow.
So that's what the deal is. He must have had a really good swing and hit that ball down there, and it landed right in your cow's nose.
Well, I know one thing. That's just great. I move here, I have to deal with the animals, and now I've got a club-happy maniac living up the hill chunking balls at my biggest source of income, my cows. I really have to get used to this?
Just move your cows to the other end of the field. That's all you have to do. He likes to do it during the warmer season.
Well,
He'll hit
maybe
the golf
Farmer
balls
Ball
down
should
there.
take his clubs inside and hit his balls somewhere else.
Well, I say move the cows. I think it's a lot easier problem.
Well, I know you mentioned something about that, but I never thought it would be this bad.
Well, like I said, kind of like in the Bible story we've been talking about, things can get worse, okay? Joseph couldn't control Potiphar's wife attacking him. He couldn't control Potiphar's decision to throw him in prison, and he couldn't control the jailer's response. Now, the jailer could have been a lot rougher on him, agree?
I guess.
But he wasn't. So Joseph, all he could do is control his own actions, and he chose to believe that God had a plan for him. And that's what he did, and he still knew God would keep his promises.
Okay, Farmer Stacks. I'm going to try and trust God, like you say, but we have got to do something about the balls and the goats that are trying to eat my pearls.
Yeah, well, what's with it? Let's talk about this jewelry thing. I mean, this is a New York City thing. We live in Arkansas.
A little bit of New York City needs to come to Arkansas.
We're in
All
Arkansas.
that's in Arkansas is allergies and some crazy guy throwing balls at my cows.